Do you know that turning 50 brings on a whole nother set of milestones in your life? And it's something that we don't often think about. So we're going to talk about that today and what to do if you're starting to feel lost in your 50s. So let's get into it right now. When we go through life changes, a lot of them tend to happen in our 20s, 30s. We go to college, get married, we find a career, we have children, all these big life changes that we go through. And there's so many books and places to find guidance available. When you hit this next set of milestones in your 50s, you're kind of left swimming without a paddle. There's not really anyone guiding us. So I really wanted to talk about a lot of these changes today, what you can expect, and we're all going through them. There are people around that can talk you through it, be there for you, and help you grow as a person. Just because you're turning 50 and things are changing does not mean your life is over. So let's talk about what happens when you turn 50 as a woman. One of the big ones that we all think of is empty nest syndrome. The kids are going off to college, they're out of the house now, and you're left with an empty house, and all of the things that you did that were so important and kept your days so filled and busy are now gone. And it brings on a lot of loss and sadness, and it leaves you feeling like you don't have your purpose. However, this time also opens up lots of space to pursue things that you hadn't been able to pursue while you were busy caring for your family. The next big change that we see in our 50s is a career change or retirement. Some of us peak in our professional lives. Some of us decide to go under a career change, reduce work hours, or even go into early retirement. And this period also prompts some reflection on who am I? What did I achieve in my life? And what do I want to get out of my remaining working years? The third big issue that we run into is health issues and menopause. And many of us go through very significant physical and hormonal changes at this time. And these changes can impact your mood, your physical health, and your energy levels. But this time is also a time to start being very proactive about your health through screenings and preventative care, because this is when the risk for certain health conditions is going to increase. The fourth issue we tend to face in our 50s is caring for aging parents. So you've been caring for your kids, and now you have a new role that you didn't expect, and it's caring for your aging parents. And I went through this. I can completely understand how difficult it is, because you're not only balancing your needs, but you're also balancing the needs of your children, your spouse, and now your parents. And it also makes us face the reality of our own aging and our own mortality. The fifth big life change we go through is reinvention and self-reflection. Over the past decade or two, we've been busy with children, career, family, and now all of a sudden, when we're left without those things around, we have time to look inward and think, well, where am I? What am I doing with my life? What are my needs that I haven't actually been able to think about in the past 20 years? And it also allows you to think about what truly matters in your life. And what that does is it leads many of us to start things like take up old hobbies, start new hobbies, travel, get educated in something we've always wanted to learn, and even reaching out and getting involved in our communities. Big life change we run into in our 50s are relationship shifts. Marriages may evolve or come to an end. Friendships might shift, and new relationships might even begin. And now is a time to really foster deep, meaningful connections that support this stage of your life. With all of these major life changes, I think the biggest thing that we tend to run into is feeling lost in our 50s. Okay, so what do you do if you're feeling lost? I've rounded up 6 things to help rev up your life so that you don't feel lost and you can figure out your sense of purpose. And before you think, well, I'm finished with my career. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm kind of retired. I'm not going to really do anything. Did you know that Martha Stewart started her company at 50? And I started this channel 3 years ago at 53. So there is a lot that you still have to offer, and you have a vibrant set of skills that you didn't have 20 or 30 years ago. So let's get into all 6 things you can do to embrace this phase of your life. The first one on the list is explore new interests. And this is an excellent time to really think about, what did you love doing in the past that you had to put aside? What are some new hobbies that you've always wanted to do? Think about those things and really dive into them now that you have the time. It could be art, music, writing, travel, or really immersing yourself in new activities, because they can be very fulfilling and help you define your sense of purpose. Number 2, consider a career change or volunteering. If you're not ready to retire, consider a career change that more closely aligns with your passion. And alternatively, volunteering can offer a sense of fulfillment and purpose while also allowing you to give back to your community. Number 3 on the list is expand your social circle. Making new friends or joining new groups can provide lots of fresh perspectives and opportunities to connect with others that share your interests or going through very similar life transitions. Number 4 on the list is seek personal growth. Did you know that you can engage in self-development through workshops, classes, or even reading? Personal growth is a lifelong process, and it can be particularly enriching, especially at this time and with all of the changes we have going on. Number 5 on the list is consult a therapist or a coach. You don't have to live with feeling lost or overwhelmed. And seeking the help of a therapist or a life coach can provide lots of guidance and strategies to help you through this time of your life. Number 6 on the list, mindfulness and reflection. Practicing meditation, yoga, or journaling offers a lot of really valuable time to reflect and heighten your sense of self-awareness. And that will help you understand and process your emotions during this time. In fact, I've rounded up 5 books that I think are really fabulous for women our age. So I'll tell you what all 5 of them are, and I will put links in the description so you can go pick them up for yourself. The first one is The Wisdom of Menopause by Dr. Christine Northrup. This great book offers insights into the physical and emotional changes we're going through during menopause. Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear, which is actually one of my favorite books on this list, was written by Elizabeth Gilbert. It inspires you to explore your creativity and redefine what a fulfilling life can look like. I love the name of this book. I Feel Bad About My Neck and Other Thoughts on Being a Woman. And this one is by Nora Ephron. It's a collection of very funny and poignant essays on aging, one I think many of us can relate to. The 4th book on the list is The Second Half of Life, Opening the 8 Gates of Wisdom, written by Angelus Arian. And this is a very culturally rich guide that offers lots of insightful wisdom on navigating the transformative journey of aging and discovering renewed purpose. And the 5th book on the list is The Joy of Movement, How Exercise Helps Us Find Happiness, Hope, Connection, and Courage by Kelly McGonigal. And this book explores the powerful connection between exercise and emotional wellness. How many of these life changes are you going through? I'd love to know in the comments. As always, I'll put links in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.